U.S. interstate highways. Why are there so many problems on Interstate 76, a major U.S. interstate highway? Learn about the history of I-76, often known as the Schuylkill Expressway in Philadelphia, and why it poses risks and features antiquated construction. The Schuylkill Expressway I-76 is Pennsylvania's most dangerous highway. I-76 does not deserve it. Philadelphia's primary east-west expressway is notoriously unsafe due to its outdated and risky design. The 1950s created the interstate highway system. 400 to 500 rear-end collisions occur a year, an alarming figure. Drivers have little room to move on the Schuylkill Expressway, which is full of potholes and fractures. Traffic volume, over 215,000 vehicles every day, exasperates these issues. Pennsylvania officials have proposed widening and modernizing projects to increase safety, but location, cost, and political resistance have slowed progress. The Schuylkill Expressway is a dangerous freeway that demands exceptional caution and urgent safety improvements. Unskillful design. The Schuylkill Expressway, commonly known as Interstate 76, in Philadelphia, is plagued by antiquated and hazardous design components, which contribute to the highway's reputation for being the most hazardous route in Pennsylvania. One of the most significant problems is the existence of narrow lanes, which have a width that is less than the typical width of 12 feet that is found on interstate highways. Not only do these small lanes slow down driver speeds, but they also increase traffic congestion and the risk of being involved in a traffic accident. This is especially problematic when one considers the large number of large trucks that use this route. Another problem in the design is that there are exits on the left, which is contrary to the generally accepted best practice of using right exits wherever they are available, because left exits lead to vehicles merging into the left lane in anticipation of their future exit. This causes traffic to move more slowly and disrupts the flow of vehicles that are traveling more quickly. As a result of the limited merging zones, congestion is made even worse, which leads to stop-and-go traffic. This in turn results in a high frequency of rear-end crashes, which are the most prevalent form of accident that occurs on this route. Because it is the busiest roadway in Pennsylvania, the freeway is frequently congested due to the fact that more than 215,000 vehicles use it on a daily basis. This makes an already difficult situation even more difficult. It's imperative that the authorities address these issues and put in place modifications to increase driver safety on the Schuylkill Expressway, because the combination of antiquated architectural features and a high amount of vehicle traffic produces an atmosphere that is hazardous for motorists. Poor architecture. It has come to the attention of the public that Philadelphia has an alarmingly high frequency of rear-end collisions. A stunning 400 to 500 collisions take place on this route every single year on average. The freeway's antiquated and subpar architectural features are a big contributor to these concerning numbers, which can be found in the previous sentence. Because of the presence of small lanes, left exits, limited merging zones, and heavy traffic, a recipe for disaster is created, which results in a high number of rear-end collisions. The problem of left exits, in which vehicles switch lanes to enter the one to the left in preparation for the exit they are about to take, causes disturbances in the flow of traffic and raises the risk of collisions. The Schuylkill Expressway is a particularly hazardous section of road for motorists because of its tiny lanes, which both reduce driving speed and increase the likelihood of traffic jams. Confined areas. Because the shoulders of the Schuylkill Expressway are so narrow, drivers face great danger in the event that their vehicles break down or they are involved in an accident. Because there is so little room for cars to pull over in a secure manner, the situation has grown even more precarious. It is essential to transfer a car that is broken down or been involved in an accident as quickly as possible so that it is not in the way of the flow of traffic. However, cars on the Schuylkill Expressway are frequently left with very little to no room to move due to the expressway's tight shoulders. The lack of room not only puts the car that is stuck in danger, but it also puts other passing vehicles in peril, as they may be forced to navigate around the barrier in order to get around it. In addition, because there is so little room on the shoulders of the highway, it might be difficult for emergency vehicles to respond to situations that occur on the road. Their capacity to arrive promptly and effectively at the scene is hindered, which will further delay aid and may even make the predicament even more dire. Because the Schuylkill Expressway does not have sufficient shoulder width, there is an immediate and critical need for renovations and upgrades to the roadway in order to improve highway safety. If this problem were fixed, there would be a specific location for vehicles that are in danger, which would eliminate the possibility of additional collisions and make it easier to provide timely aid to individuals who are in need. Miserable roads. The Schuylkill Expressway has a roadway that is in terrible condition. As seen by the presence of great number of potholes and cracks, the route transforms into a perilous obstacle course for cars beginning at US 1 Roosevelt Boulevard and continuing beyond. A driver's worst nightmare, the surface of this road is littered with potholes, fissures, and uneven pavement. Because of the deteriorating road conditions, there is a major threat to the people of the vehicles as well as the vehicles themselves. The Schuylkill Expressway has experienced significant damage as a result of the consistent wear and tear, as well as the severe weather conditions. Travelers and commuters are required to maneuver their automobiles through this tire-eating nightmare, putting their vehicles at risk of being damaged. The bad condition of the roads has an additional impact on the flow of traffic since drivers are forced to constantly adjust their driving in order to avoid potholes and keep control of their vehicles. As a result of the little efforts that have been made to improve the state of the road, drivers are forced to contend with a surface that is harsh and unforgiving. Even while the plans to enhance the corridor include a number of different measures, such as widening the route and putting variable speed limit signs, it is imperative that the underlying problem of the poor road condition be addressed in order to guarantee the safety and effectiveness of this vital transportation artery in Philadelphia. High traffic. The Schuylkill Expressway in Philadelphia is tremendously congested, with about 215,000 vehicles passing through each day. This large number of automobiles exasperates the already hazardous road conditions. The sheer volume of traffic causes congestion, which raises the dangers of accidents and impedes vehicle flow. Drivers are forced to contend with constant lane changes, merging issues, and stop-and-go traffic due to the enormous number of vehicles attempting to manage the limited lanes and obsolete design characteristics. These elements combine to create a highly stressful driving environment in which the likelihood of collisions, particularly rear-end incidents, is greatly increased. The large number of traffic also puts a strain on the highway's capacity, which was initially meant to handle significantly fewer vehicles. As a result, the Schuylkill Expressway gets congested, reducing safety and generating commuter delays. Conclusion. Pennsylvania officials have proposed various I-76 Schuylkill Expressway safety plans. Modernize the road by widening it. Because Philadelphia was established before cars, expanding the roadway is difficult and expensive. Officials are considering other safety measures besides expanding. Active traffic management technology, like variable speed limit signs and electronic signage, notify drivers of congestion, crashes, and construction. These solutions aim to discourage rear-end incidents by providing real-time information. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions for how we may improve the situation. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.